people, young Nigerians, making means, trying all the time to make sure that they do what, that they create a world of their own, doing things that ordinarily people, other guests will not do. Look at this very beautiful girl on my show today. She's very, very beautiful, and she's here making the impact, doing the different, from the regular thing. Most girls who want to come and say, okay, I think I want to be a hair seller. I know she's a hair seller. You can see a very beautiful hair as well. But today we are talking about a young girl who has decided, not just a young girl, but a graduate who has come to change the narrative of the very popular kilishi. If you are in the north like us living in Abuja, that is one something we like to eat, a snacks that we like to eat all the time, because it's very handy and it's very spicy as well. We Nigeria, we like it very spicy, and that is why we like to eat it all the time. Well, you're very welcome to the show. My name is Princess Kessy, and the Young Achiever is what we are on now. Good morning, Chidima.
Good morning. Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
I want you to tell us how you started all this. Bring your face up so that the viewers can get to see you very well. We'll move to the other. Yes. How are you today?
Is it okay?
Yes, it's fine. We can see your face now. How are you today? Can you hear me? How are you today? Chidima, go ahead. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so tell us, as a young graduate, you're a beautiful girl, and then we saw that you are now making kilishi, not just making the regular kilishi that we're used to, but this is something different. The packaging, the making process, everything, you've come to change the narrative. And of course, we know that young girls will not want to do such job. They'll tell you it's a dirty job, I'm a beautiful girl. But look at you today. You have created a brand of your own. You have actually come to stay in this business. How did you start, and why did you even start? Where did that thought come from?
Okay. Thank you so much. I will sorry. Okay. When I started the brand, because I've been in hair business for 11 years. So
Okay.
I've been selling hair for 11 years. So this year, I think earlier this year, when I was running one of my sales, then a customer from Ghana requested that I help her buy kilishi, that she has been hearing about kilishi and she would like to have a taste. So I posted it because I'm that kind of person that uses everything that happens around me to create content. I posted it and my audience started requesting for kilishi, and I was like, this is an opportunity. Maybe I should grab it. So I discussed with my mom. My mom said, if you really want to go far in the business, you have to do something different. One thing about kilishi is that people believe it's a dirty business because it's usually done on the roadside. Even me, I've been living in Abuja for years, and I will tell you that I don't really fancy that kilishi. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to gain people's confidence that this is not that kind of kilishi that you are used to. So what did I do? I went into research. I went to look for the people that are best in this business, because the kilishi business is said to, people believe is for the northerners, but I wanted to do something different. And after my research, I got the best hands. And what did I do? I got a land, because I didn't want to buy and resell. I wanted to do it myself. I wanted to be fully involved in the business. So we got a land, mounted the business, and we started the brand. And one thing about the business is, one thing I did differently is that I wanted to be grilling the meat every day. I didn't just want to, if you want to place your order, the meat will be stale. I wanted something different. I wanted when you buy from us, you are getting it fresh. At least when you eat it, you know that this meat really came out from the oven. Then another thing I will say is that being that people feel is a dirty business, I invested so much in the business by making sure that all my staffs were medically tested, at least to ensure the public that we are ready to handle what you eat. So I ensured that we went for a medical test at the general hospital. I and my staff, including me, we got tested, we submitted our results to the NAFDAC to ensure that we are fully ready for the business. I just want to let the general public know that this is not the regular kilichi that you are used to. This is not the type that you see flies perching on it. Ours is different. I don't know if you're getting me. So
I'm getting you, Chidima. I'm quite thrilled that, like you said, a lot of people will say Kilishi is a dirty business. I am a fine girl. I can't do such a thing. But I see that you've come to change the narrative. I'm quite happy, and that is what we celebrate here when we see young, Nigerian graduates, not waiting, relying on government. No, I want to go to the AC and stay under the AC. Now, it's a process of making it, and you have to stay close to the fire, to the heat and all that. How is the process like? Take us through the process.
it's okay. Let me take you people through the process, because the business is really quite tasking, because I decided to do something different. So what we usually do is buy the cow, take out the beefy parts, then we slice and grill. That's, we marinate with our unique recipe and grill. We're always on fire every day.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay, I say we're always on fire every day, ensuring that we are grilling the meat fresh.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to change the narrative of getting something that is already stale.
Okay, now there is this belief that kilishi is actually made, put under the sun to dry. How correct is that?
See how far.
Okay,
See
so
how far.
Yes, how correct is that? That the kilishi will have to, be put under the sun. The meat will have to be put under the sun to get dried before they can now, marinate and put all that. Is that correct?
I've heard it from a quite number of people, but ours is different. I don't sun dry my own.
Okay.
When we slice the meat, we grill them and ensure that they are properly dried. So we don't sun dry ours.
Okay. But how's the process like? Like, how many days do you have to go through to make this quantity we just saw now on that fire? Is it something you do within a day, or something that takes days to get to that dryness of a real kilichi?
So it takes us 2 days.
Okay.
It takes us 2 days so that we ensure that they are properly dried.
And these 2 days you have to stay by, be watching and be turning as well.
Yes, we have to stay. Everybody, we have to stay awake to ensure that they are properly dry, because the demand is high. So, being that we are trying to meet up with demand, we have to stay close to ensure that they are properly grilled. If not, the meat will go bad.
Wow, that is quite stressful. And then let's look at it now. Like you said, we grew up knowing that kilishi actually originated from the Hausa land. That is a fact.
Yes.
And of course, is a northern people snacks. But we all in Nigeria we've grown to a place where we cannot do that kilishi. And the fact that the kilishi is something that everybody wants to buy. And but people have the opinion, since it's Hausa food, they go to Malam to buy it, they go to Hausa people to get it. How is it like, being in this business, as a young lady? How are people responding, and how do you feel being in the business as a young Nigerian graduate?
When I started newly, when you tell people that this is what you do, they'll be like, killing shit. Is it not these things that outside people are doing by the roadside? So I hope you guys are okay. It's not these things that people are doing by the roadside,
Okay. I think we have network issues with Chidima there. But it's quite, I really wanted to hear from her how people are responding to it. You know, the fact that, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, I was saying that, when we started newly, when you tell people that this is what you do killing shit, they'll be like, isn't know what these outside people do by the roadside. But they didn't know that I had, let's say, I had a different plan for mine. I've already pictured how I wanted to build my brand, and it wasn't the regular killing shit that they were used to.
Not the regular. I can't wait to have a taste of this your kilichi chidima. I know it will be tasty. But of course, being a graduate, how did your you say you talked about your mother that she actually encouraged you. But how are you getting? How is the sales like? Are you getting people? Are people buying? Are they patronizing you, or they will still rather go and do the aboki that we are all used to? I know there will be feelings, or people will say, she cannot do it like Aboki now. Aboki will be sweeter and all that. So, but how have you been able, to impress your customers?
How I was able to penetrate into the market is that I carried people through the process. Like when we do, I usually post behind the scene. I
Okay.
post where we are curing the meat, the process, how we are doing our packaging. I just wanted to gain people's confidence that what we are doing is different. Since people believe that it's a dirty business, I had to carry them along. I have to bring them into the business. I had to bring my personal life out to the public so that I will gain their confidence that what we are doing is quite different. So since we started, the sales has been amazing. Like we have distributors in all the states, and we're in 34 countries. So people has been buying and reselling, and since we penetrated into the market the moment we announced the brand, and Dima spicy kilishi is already a household name. Like when you tell people that you are selling Dima spicy kilishi, they want to buy because they believe that
It's not the usual.
it's not the usual product. It's not the usual kilishi they are used to.
They tell you, man, something different and something spicy. Now, I love the fact that you've been able to penetrate into the market. It's quite good to know that a young lady like you, especially in the terrain where a lot of people have never thought of going into, they've said it's for this, it's for that, and then you came in with that boldness and said, no, I need to make a narrative, I need to change the narrative, I need to make a difference here in this business that the world will think, okay, it is not something you should do. You should be, this is not your field. This should not be your field. We're quite happy that you've actually gone far in this business. And now, talking about this business, how are you coping? How do you fear someday that competitors, you have a lot of bookies doing it, all that? How are you dealing with competitors, if there is any, apart from like the regular bookies we know that are in the business, they infected the business actually?
The business we started earlier this year. Our sales was going on well. Then I remembered around June, a lot of people started opening their own brands. I started having a lot of competitors, but I wasn't weighed down because I already had plans for my brand. I was focused on delivering value to the public. I was focused on delivering what I promised the public. So I wasn't checking by the competitors. I was focusing on my own brand, on building that promise I made to the public.
Wow. Viewers, it's something unusual today on the show, The Young Achievers. Now, don't go anywhere. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return, I'll still be here with the CEO, Dima Spicy Kilish. Don't go anywhere, especially Kilishi lovers. It's about Kilishi today and all the process of making Kilishi. We'll be right back after the break.
Are you a filmmaker in Abuja and its environment? Do you need a place for your music video, or you need a venue for your conference and even an editing suite for your post-production? Look no further. Our beautiful turret in Lokugoma has it all. We have a whole floor that consists of 3-angle lounge, a beautiful dining area, a large kitchen, a conference area that can comfortably accommodate 60 persons, and 5-bedroom adaptable for all kind of shoots. The good news is all is available at affordable price. And you know what? If you are a member of the Association of Movie Producers of Nigeria, you have 20% discount. So what are you waiting for? Hurry and contact us on the numbers on your screen now.
Hello, viewers. You're welcome back from that quick break. Yes, we're still here, and it's all about Kilichi today. You know how we do it here on the Young Achievers. Now, this is a young Nigerian graduate. You're wild, right? This is a young Nigerian graduate, and of course, she has found her passion in making kilishi, not your regular kilishi, not a roadside dirty kilishi. This is a well packaged, well spiced, tasty kilishi. And I'm still here with the CEO, Chidima Blessing. Now, Blessing, you did talk about the competition and the business, of course, because that kind of thing when Nigerians they like to they do. Somebody that has been there, people have been there or neglecting. What kind of business is this? Now that you have taken the bold step, we know, of course, people want to imitate, mimic you, and try as well. But I am happy that you actually you're the first lady I'm seeing, a young lady that said, okay, I think this kilishi, let me change the narrative. And I love the fact that it was just somebody that said, okay, the other hair, the next thing, can you help me buy kilishi and put together with my hair? And you say, okay, that makes you thinking outside the box, and that is something we love. Now let's talk about the business. You did talk about being during the process. It takes you 2 days to dry the meat, and this process you will have to stay awake. You have to be there turning it so that the meat doesn't go bad or burnt. How stressful is this? How are you coping as a lady doing this, and even your staff?
It's not really easy. I have to be honest with you, because I usually break down. I was constantly sick when we started newly. But at a point, I said, let me employ more hands. So I have a good number of staffs that helps with the processes.
Wow. Now, when we talk about you being a young CEO, you are doing your quota. It's not all the time we call on government. I keep saying it. You're a young Nigerian graduate. You actually woke up. You talked outside the box, and now you came up with this very initiative, and it's not paying off. How is it like for you being a young CEO? The fact that you're able to pay people look up to you for their salary.
It makes me happy. I have to be honest with you. It makes me happy, especially when, aside my staffs, the distributors, when they call me, you don't know what you have been doing to me. Because, it's one thing to sell a brand, it's another thing to sell a product that is moving market. So when these distributors sells and come back to restock, they will be like, you've changed my financial story. You don't know what you did for me. A lot of them lost their job. I know with the rate of unemployment, it makes me happy to see that families are putting food on their table through this business. And this is one of the motivations why I do more, why I want to keep showing up for the business.
Wow, I love that. The fact that you're putting smiles on the faces of the people, that is really something very touching. And you're a young person, you see now, I keep saying it on my show. What are you doing with your time as a young graduate? What are you doing even as a graduate? Are you waiting, folding your arms, just waiting for that job to come? You need to start thinking, do something new. People will embrace it. Look at Chidima today. She I even want to throw you this question, Chidima. Now, there is this, school cliche that comes with buying kilishi or school of thought that say, "Oh, I won't buy." For instance, don't be angry with me. I'll tell you, I have people. I've lived in Abuja for over 10 years before I came to the UK, and I have a lot of people in my state that love kilishi. Like they will want to do anything to eat it, right? And so all the time they ask you, go and buy me kilishi and webi and all that. And when I go to that area one, I like, I don't know why people are eating it, but I cannot. And the day my sister forced me that we should either have to wash it, I have to boil it, I have to use it and cook indomie so that everything will go off. It's that bad for me. I don't know about others. Now, they say the process of making is unhygienic, and that is why a lot of people do not want to, patronize it. But how is the process of making your own? Let's even talk about the hygienic part of it now, not just the process of making it, but the hygiene. Let's look at the hygiene of everything there is to kilishi.
Okay, the hygienic part of the business, I invested heavily on ensuring that my staffs are properly on their overall kit.
Okay.
And I ensure that we are always wearing gloves. When we started newly, being that 60% of my staff are outside, it was quite challenging getting them to wear the kits and all that.
Okay.
Before you wear the hand glove, I will be like, go and disinfect yourself, wash your hands. They will be like, Madam, I'm neat. I don't wash my hand. I don't do it. I say, no, we are dealing with food. We are dealing with what people eat. Go and wash your hand. It was quite challenging when we started newly, but at a point, this is something that puts food on your table. This is what I pay you for. They have to start coming around. I ensure that 247, so far we are in that production room, including I myself, because I have to show them an example, not just talking. I have to show them that I'm practicing what I'm telling you people. So I ensure that everybody is properly kit till you leave the production room.
Wow. And so you even have a specific production room for this kilishi you sell.
Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I see you that your package kilishi actually comes and packed like this. How much are these for one pack?
Okay, this is for 1.5.
Okay. But Chidima, are you sure that 1.5 will be enough for me? How big is that?
Very, very, very okay. I have to tell you, very, very okay. Like a lot of people snack on it a lot, and it is very, very okay. Very, very filling too.
Wow. And we want to know, is your kilishi too as tasty as the regular one we used to see and we used to in the north?
Mine is more tastier.
Wow. Okay, we can't wait to have a feel of your kilichi. And of course, you owe me at my station a kilichi anytime I come to Abuja. Bear that in mind.
Promise.
So let's talk about, just kidding anyway. Let's talk about, the business now. How many people have you employed so far working under you?
Okay, currently I have 10 staffs.
Wow. And you pay all 10 staff salary?
I pay them.
You're a big girl. Chidima will share that money. You're a big girl. Can you imagine? I'm really proud of you, Chidima. And of course, how profitable now? I don't like to also. How profitable is this business for you as the CEO of Dima Kilish, Spicy Kilish?
The business is very, very okay. At least it's enough to pay my staff and still left with small change to take care of myself. So I'll say the profit is very okay.
I love that. The fact that there's a feeling that comes with you being just there. You don't rely on people for too much, or you just have your own income, and at the end of the day you have something to rely on. It's actually very nice. And now let's talk about somebody right now maybe wants to, do you train people, or do you have students, or if somebody is interested as well? Okay, I really want to start doing this, but I don't have the idea, I don't know what to do. What would you tell them?
Currently now, because I've had people applying that they want to learn under me. So
Okay.
maybe when I'll start taking people, maybe by next year. But for now, I'm still building the brand.
Building the brand.
Yes.
Okay, that would be nice. We can't wait for you to carry more people along as well. Now, when we talk about the spicy kilish, let's say Chidima in the next 5 years. I'm surprised that you started your business is like a year and you've grown to this extent. Now, when we talk about maybe your business, this brand now, Dima Spicy Kilish, where do you hope or tend to see this business in the next 3 years?
God has been so faithful because I'm the kind of person that would like to say things. I like to be positive. I like to declare things, declare words of affirmative on my business. So, business that is barely a year and we already have distributors in 34 countries. I hope in the next 5 years I should be in all the countries.
I think this is something we should celebrate, demand. This is something that is quite big. You know, viewers, this is something that everybody that is seeing Dima right now, just reach out, just buy, even if you are not interested. But I know at the end of the day, when you eat one shy, you will be interested moving forward. So I think everybody should actually patronize this brand. This is something coming from Nigeria. Imagine me if I can't see Kilishi for London here. Where's all my money buy am now? Wait till at the waka find for enter that market. Sometimes you just go, you don't know what to buy, there are some specific things you want to buy from Nigeria and like, okay, I wish I can get this. So just imagine we're getting that here. It will be amazing. And we are very proud that you've been able to carry this business, not just the shores of Nigeria, but outside the country. And now this is something we're talking about. And now, if we say we are if you say you are, maybe when you graduated you're waiting for a white collar job, we'll still be there waiting, right? But look at you today, the fact that you started a hair business, and that is now an open door for another business. If you had not started the hair business, somebody would have not ordered hair, and the kilishi that will not come to this Dima kilishi that was seen today. Now, what would you have to tell young people? We know that, of course, business is not meant for everybody now. Some will still have to go to offices. But what would you have to tell young people generally?
Okay, my advice to young people is instead of staying there waiting for white collar job, I always advise people that they should learn a skill. Because aside the hair that I sell and the kilishi business, I've been into hair making, liquid soap. I'm also a baker. So you don't know where you see yourself, and all these skills will be the one will put food on your table. So I always tell people the certificate you have is not enough. So after school, you should learn one or two things because you don't know when you find yourself, and this might be your breakthrough. Because I can tell you for free that this is the work of my hands that changed my life. I wasn't waiting for a job. I created something out of something, and this is where I am today. So instead of waiting for a white collar job, learn one or two. You don't know where you find yourself.
To know that there must be something out there for you. You might want to say, oh, everywhere is occupied, I don't think I can create my space here. If you don't try, you wouldn't know. So the thing is to try. Is when you try, you will not be able to tell, okay, I think I'll find my feet here. And even if you don't try, even if you try once, it doesn't mean that you will not try again. You will have to keep trying to make sure you get there. And Chidima, I don't know where you get your strength from, but it's amazing to know that you, a hair seller, hair maker, baker, you do soap, and now is the worldwide Kilishi, Dima Kilishi. Please, viewers, clap for her. I cannot. I don't think I'll have the energy. But what keeps you going? What's the strength? Or sometimes you're just tired, you're exhausted, especially at that time you said you kept breaking down as at the time you started. What was the inspiration for you that brought you this far?
I'm that kind of person that really loved online. I have a platform on social media, and seeing the trust people have for me, I think this is enough motivation that I don't want to let these people down. I don't see these people. There's so much belief in me. I don't want to let them down. So I think it's one of the motivation that kept me going. Seeing people that look up to me and seeing people that draw their strength from me, I kept showing up.
Wow, that is amazing. Now, for people watching us, how can we get to people? I know somebody will want to buy this kilichi. Even my friends now, they will call me soon. Please, where is that kilichi? Because the debates we have been having all the while is that the process is unhygienic, so we can't buy it. I tell my friends, if I'm driving, I won't stop. Don't buy it. But except they insist, then I have to stop for them to buy it. And people just buy it, especially when you go, they'll give you text this one. Oh my goodness, I can't eat that. But people now watching, we want to apparently get to you and say, okay, let me have a taste of this well, treated, clean kilishi. How will they get to you? How can they order?
By our business page on Facebook is Dimma Spicy Kilishi. We have a lot of people there, always ready to answer to all your inquiries. Then we have a business line. Should I go ahead and call the number?
Let's go ahead, Kilishi.
Okay.
We're celebrating people like you. Go ahead.
We have a business line 080-375-77304. 080-375-77304. You can send us a message or send us or WhatsApp us. We're always ready to take your order.
Wow. It's quite amazing to know that you even have, like you said, you have capable hand. Some are just attending to your clients, some are making, and some are there with you to see the process to finish. But let's talk about your kilishi now. We saw the packaging, everything is quite beautiful. But for instance, you're making it, and after the making, do you package it yourself as well? We'll see the package there and that colorful bag there.
Yes, we package it ourselves.
So you have everything ready at your place?
Yes, I have everything ready.
Okay, viewers, I think this is the reason you should actually patronize our dear Dimma Spicy Kilishi. The fact that if you look at this picture very well, that is a pack. And they all comes in these sizes, right?
Yes, though we have a bigger pack. Depends on what the customer wants.
Okay.
We have aside these small packs because we are trying to make it pocket friendly. At least you don't have to break the bank to patronize us. So we have the pack of 1.5 and we have the one of 500 gram, a jumbo pack.
Okay.
That one we call it family pack.
Okay. Wow, that is quite amazing to know that you can actually just buy according to your as you said it pocket size, so you don't have to break a bank. And of course is you carrying everybody along. We are
Yes.
proud of you, Dimma, and everything you have done, what your brand so far. I know you said the brand is like how old?
The brand is just 7 months.
Wow. And you already have distributors across 34 countries.
Yes.
Wow, this is something we should actually no, it should go beyond this show I'm doing for you. You need something special, Chidima, something more special than this on your brand, right? Because this is something that every youth, I think every youth, every young person should actually sit down and watch and listen to you to know that you don't necessarily need to like let's even go to the startup now. How did you start and how much did you start with? Because I know you started quite with some amount of money. Talking about the process, the making, and all that you did actually consume money. But how was the startup capital like? The struggle putting all this together?
It wasn't really. I didn't really struggle to build the capital because, like I told you, I created a content that my customer wants kilishi. A lot of people started paying money into my account and ordering what I didn't have. So it was so easy for me to use their money and start up the business. And I ensured that I was able to deliver what they ordered.
Wow. That is quite amazing, Dima. We are proud of you. I must say, we celebrate you and your brand as well. It is not easy. Like I will always say, it is not easy to start up a business. To be the consistency is the thing in business. You might want everybody can open a business tomorrow,
Yes.
today, next tomorrow. People just wake up, I want to do this. But we see that you have come so far in the business, and just 7 months, but you have so many brands across the world and, of course, across the states as well. This is taking over the world, and we are proud of you. Thank you so much, Tima. Thank you for the brand, and thank you for making the young people proud, young Nigerians proud as well. There's
Thank
one
you.
thing they say that, Nigerians, oh, the girls are these, beautiful girls are that. But look at her viewer. She's beautiful more than me. And look at what she has been doing with the time. She wakes up on daily basis, going to the fire, putting all this together. This is not about the packaging we see here. It's about the process of making it. You might see the package like this and you say, okay, it's nothing. I just to put and put inside. But look at what the process down to the fire. She does it from the beginning, and then before she now package it for people to come and buy the product. It's something amazing if you ask me, and then we actually celebrate you and we're proud of you. Thank you so much for making the Nigerian youth very proud. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Viewers, I have been on the show with Chidima Blessing. She is the CEO of Dima Spicy Kilishi. She's created her own world, and she's thriving in that world. You can be another Chidima tomorrow that we'll bring here and we'll talk to. We celebrate you and your brand. The question is, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your hours? Are you just using your social media to, gossip, do evil, do things that are not necessary? She got this from somebody say other, and the next thing she's here now being the CEO. This can be new. If only you can sit up today and say, okay, let me start thinking, what can I do? Look at the environment. Look at what people would love to buy. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you on the show. We'll have you again next time, like I said.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, viewers, that's all we'll be able to take today on the Young Achievers, where we celebrate young, capable, strong, intelligent, beautiful Nigerians, doing amazingly well. They wake up each morning to their world, their own world. They start coloring their world, creating their world, creating a niche, and not just for themselves, but carrying others along. Look at Chidima today. She is, paying salary of 10%. How amazing is that? This is a young Nigerian. This is a young graduate. And she's not saying, okay, I'm waiting. I'm a beautiful girl. I don't want to go to the fire. I can't stain myself. I have my nails on. Your nails don't help anybody. So you need to wake up each morning. You need to get up on daily basis. You need to start doing something. You need to start thinking that, okay, I think I can do. You have to start somewhere. Look at her. It's a journey. She started and now she is here going around all the countries, and you think in the next 3 years she will not be an award name? Are you kidding me? She will be known all over the world. This is a young girl. I can't keep calm, and so I want you also, don't keep calm. Be another Chidima will celebrate tomorrow. Wake up and think outside the box. Stop relying on your government. Stop relying on people. Stop holding people. Okay, if you don't do this, I will not go anywhere. You can still do that, but you are then creating your world. You're building yourself. If you don't build yourself, who will build yourself for you? Anyway, that's a word they say is enough. Otherwise, I'll see you again on the next show. Next week, the young achievers, the young CEOs. Please, if you have a brand you want us to showcase, just say hi to us and we'll bring you here on the show. But before then, don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, now X, and of course, YouTube. Invite somebody to the page. Leave us with your comments. We'd love to hear from you as well. And then don't forget our SRTV brands. We cover your event coverage, we cover your events, all kind of events. Just call us and we'll be there to cover the event for you. And don't forget our magazine as well, where you can showcase your brand, your businesses, your idea, everything you have, your career, as low as 30K, and you'll be the face of our magazine of the month. And as well, don't forget our rentals, everything you need, cameras, lighting, editing suits, we have all for you at a very minimum price. And of course, our production outlet is still there available. All you have to do is just walk in with your crew and you start shooting. You don't necessarily need to come with so much. We'll have everything intact for you. That's all we're able to take. And remember to start up today. Like I will always say, you don't necessarily need, to come and have the whole world to start a business. You don't need all the money in the world to start a business. You don't need, all the people to come and support you first before you start a business. Please do well to start a business today, no matter how little. Start something today that you will be very proud of tomorrow. We see you again on the show next time.